Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That's my call sign. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie, and located here in Hamilton, Ontario on the West Mountain. It's December 15th, and the time is approaching 7 p.m. So it's another opportunity to monitor the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the VA3ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. I believe our net controller tonight will be Chuck, VA3CJZ. Please stand by.
All right, let's get started. Turn that volume off here. Very good. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Once again, it's time for the Accidental Net for Monday, December 15th, 2025. Hey, in 2 weeks plus a day, we'll have to switch over to 2026. Just a little over 2 weeks and a day left. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, and my call sign is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. The Monday Night Net is on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. The call sign is VE3LOW, and we're here every Monday from 7 p.m. until, well, either 8 o'clock rolls around or we have no more check-ins. So I hope you're all having a good day, staying nice and warm. It's currently -4, feeling like -8. Tonight going down to -12, feeling like -19. So another chilly night. With that, do we have any time-sensitive, mobile, or priority traffic stations who would like to check in? I do want to thank Terry for the use of this fine repeater, VE3IQL. Terry, thank you so much for the use of the VE3ZOE repeater. Always a pleasure. Can't wait for you to get the antenna back up higher. And so with that, let's open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license. Please come now. VA3WPG. All right, I did hear VA3WPG, but it sounded like there was a double at the same time. Is there another station? Papa Delta Lima. There's that guy that keeps chasing me around all day today. All right, so let's bring in Chris, VA3WPG.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG. Clicked on the HF today. Didn't really hear much. Checked out the band conditions and proceeded to flick the HF radio to the off position. Other than that, Monday, not much going on. Doing some laundry. Fun. Just dropping a check in here, and we'll be listening to the net in the background here.
Okay, Chris, very good. So, how are you making out with noise with your studio lights that you got outside there?
They're on right now, blue and white. They don't seem to affect me too much on UHF. It's more on the A-rig that I need to flick them off during the net there.
Oh, very good. Yeah, well, yeah, all the lights work differently, so if they're decent quality, they shouldn't affect too much, but on 2 meters, there you go. All right, Chris, well, thanks for checking in, sir. I do appreciate it, and yeah, it's always good to have clean laundry. Usually if someone else can do it, it's always nicer. Kind of like cooking, you know. I cook here all the time at home, but every once in a while it's nice to have somebody put a plate in front of you and someone else made the dinner. So, all right, Chris, anything else?
Now, the ones I got outside, they're not exactly high quality. I wouldn't put my good ones outside. They're just the cheap ones, Chinese ones from Amazon. What were they? I think they're just your basic 36 LED par lights. I think it was $150 for a set of 4 of them, maybe 8. No, 4. I can't remember. Not really the cheap ones outside, but yeah. They light it up good out there. But no, and other than that, let's just keep her moving, and we'll be listening along. Anything else comes up, I will come back in. VA3WPG.
All right, sounds good, Chris. Let's ring in Paul, VE3 Papa Delta Lima.
The stalker. No, I was on the HF and I was checking out 80. It was dead. Checked out 40. It was dead. Went to 14 and looked for the strongest signal that I was receiving because 20 meters was working pretty good. And I tuned in there. I heard you in the background with all the other 800 people calling out for that guy. So I thought I'd jump in and see if I could do it too.
Yeah, funny you say that, Paul. Did you have your amplifier on to make contact with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because normally I can get him on the first or second try, but man, he was busy. It was a special call sign, or a special event call sign. Oh, very good, very good. Well, I got in right after you.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, right on, man. He was booming in though. He was like 20, 25 over S9 up here. I want some of that flour from the pizza.
I'm sure he was running a little bit of power, and quite the pile-up he was going there. So, yeah, 'tis the month for the special event call signs. I completely forgot that there's another 12 days of Christmas. I'll have to look into the dates there, but there's another QRZ certificate that you can get with hardly any effort. So once again, you can add one to your many certificates that you can get on QRZ there. Anyways, Paul, other than that, everything going all right?
Yes, sir. Actually, you just reminded me. I got to pay my dues at QRZ there soon. I got an email telling me I was getting close to payment time. So glad you reminded me. But yeah, everything's going good here, Chuck. I bricked up the chimney so the fat guy can't slide down. Humbug. No, but we got the tree up and the lights for the grandkids and stuff, and yeah, looking forward to that part.
Yes, very good then. All right, well, thanks for your check-in, Paul. Much appreciated, and bricked up the fireplace. Okay, all right then. If you got anything else, buddy, jump right in, all right? And with that clears my list, and let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. This is VA3 CJZ.
VA3IMW.
two more there. Let's bring in VE3KDT followed by IMW. Noel, you made it back. Come on in.
VA3KDT, good evening, and everyone else on that. Just a quick little, had to run out, go grab the prescriptions and all that other fun stuff. Nothing too crazy, but just still plugging away. Lots of packing and everything else. I heard you guys there. I was listening to the stream yesterday. I was a little bit behind, so I still had the boys in the car. So I quickly shut the volume off on you there, Chuck.
No worries. I'm sure you're not the first person to do that to me there. No worries. How's the car anyways?
Sorry, how's the car, you said?
Yeah, your vehicle there. How, I know you do a lot of back and forth to London there, so are you going to be all right for the move?
I think we're getting into Murphy's Law territory here. If I say it's good, it's going to blow up on me tomorrow. And it's been hanging in there, and my plan is to drive that thing into the ground. So fingers crossed it stays going strong. But and as the previous for the previous part there, thanks for the well wishes and that with the move and everything. But I was quick on that.
Yeah, very good. Well, speaking of Murphy's Law there, Noel, I know exactly what you're talking about. I once brought my wife and young daughter to Ottawa to visit my grandmother for Christmas as she was getting up in age there, and I knew I had to make it, and the car was smoking just as we got into Ottawa. And by the time I parked and stopped the car in front of my grandmother's house on the street, the engine let out and all the oil fell out, so I had to clean that up. And the car had to be scrapped. And we ended up getting a rental to come back home. So, yep, but I made it there.
Fingers crossed, actually, just reminded me of, it was a few years ago, with that same car, when I first got it. Basically the wiring harness got torn right out, and my car lit up like a Christmas tree. I didn't hit anything or whatever else. I literally just turned the corner, and the whole dashboard lit up. It went into like limp mode. I had about, felt like 50 horsepower, if that. Just trying to get home, and sure enough, when they took it all apart, they're like, it got crunched. So I'm hoping to not have any more of that. And as far as the Murphy's Law part, that's going back from my stepdad. Would anytime he uttered the words "you're paid for" to a vehicle, it blew up the next day.
Yeah, just like what do you call it there? Warranties. Yeah. The day after a warranty expires, kaplooey. All right, Noel, I wish you all the best, and still got a little ways to go. So you're going to be good to go for tomorrow night here, or are you busy?
No, I'll be good for that. I'll be putting around and everything else. It'll be my break for the evening kind of thing.
All right, Noel, looking forward to it. Okay, then. So let's move over and say hi to Mac, VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey with you. And happy Monday. A good day it has been. This is day 1 of 5 before my Christmas holiday, so I'm on countdown mode. So I have a long list of little tasks that need to get all finished up by the end of the week, and I'm knocking them off bit by bit as I go. And then once we get finished with this week, we don't have to go back up there until the 6th of January. So nice stretch to be non-functional, lazy, and lethargic. Other than December 21st on next Sunday, where we're going to go out and do some activation. And looks like the weather's not going to be too bad. Forecast seems to be fairly good for the time being. And as I said before, we'll probably plan on being at the park for 11:30 and get RF active by noontime. And then work as many bands as possible. Obviously, giving everybody a chance to get on the microphone and battle off the tent people where required, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, I wonder if we'll hear from Bill tonight. I did get a text message from him this morning. He's moving a little slow, but I trust he's on the mend. Still haven't heard of the other Bill, VA3IMW, but perhaps as 7:30 rolls around, maybe once he finishes up his call with Mum, he'll be able to check in as well. I see Larry has also checked in on YouTube, as has Steve, VA3NFG. So other than that, Charles, don't have much more to share. I forgot to mention yesterday that another trip to get gas for the week. And it was certainly nice to see the liters spinning faster than the price. So, 96.9 cents a liter. Very good. Anyways, thanks for doing this one. And, don't forget to pop over and say hi to Marty on the NCF repeater. He's on there until 8 o'clock, and then we get a chance to go and listen to Rick on 7100 at 8 p.m. All right, back to you, sir, before I time things out.
What? You time out something? Come on. All right, very good, Mac. And so, looking forward. Hopefully the forecast holds out, and everybody has a wonderful time this weekend for the get-together. And my wife is also counting down the days. This will be the longest stretch that she has off for Christmas, and so she's looking forward to that. She'll have plenty of time to do her puzzle that she doesn't know she's getting yet. Don't spoil it. All right, Mac, thanks again for your check-in. And let's see, I think that clears my list. Yes, that's right. Don't forget to go to the NCF repeaters, the 2-meter or 70-centimeter ones, to say hi to Marty and check in with the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. And then, of course, at 8 p.m., we'll be going over to 40 meters and saying hi to Rick on 7.100 at 8 p.m. Now, I checked the bands earlier today, and 7100 was actually quite low for noise level. Hopefully the trend continues into the evening, and Rick has a successful net and doesn't get too lonely. When he gets lonely, he talks to one person for half an hour. That way, he only needs 2 check-ins. Just kidding. All right, very good. We all love Rick. Okay, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net.
I heard that.
Oops. All right, let's bring in Rick, and he can tell us all about the Rack Winter Contest, VE3PK.
Yeah, hey, they were having trouble on NCF there with the linking and stuff, and they got it sorted out now. Looks like, anyway, Rack Winter Contest, big one coming up, and it's this weekend. Starts Friday night at 7 p.m. So it's the December 20th Zero Zulu. It's 2100 or 2359, I should say, on December 20th. So it's all on December
December 20th, 24 hours minus a minute. And anyway, that's a big one. Get on, just turn your radio on, if nothing else, and give a few contacts to your fellow Canadians. The 1010 contest looks like it was pretty successful. I was on there, made a few contacts, gave out a few contacts, even worked. I worked Cayman Islands on 10 meters, and it looked like it was all north-south backscatter, so it turned out pretty good. Anyway, that's me. I'm just checking in. I'm just spinning the dial and seeing what's on here. So I just happened to catch that. Yes, and if we don't have a lot of check-ins, we have a conversation anyway, and that's what radio is all about. Doesn't matter how many you're not in it to get big numbers. You're in it to have fun. So anyway, that's it. Turn the radio on and have fun on the weekend. That's all I got there. VA3 Bravo Kilowatt.
You're absolutely right, Rick. It's all about the conversations you have, not about the numbers. For some people it is, but for us in this area, yeah, it's all about quality conversation. And so with that, the rack winner contest will be for CW and phone, and it starts with 2 meters. So if you don't have HF and all you have is 2 meter capability, you can still give some guys some points. There'll probably be some rovers out and trying to get points. So it starts with 2 meters, 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. As Rick mentioned, it's a 24-hour net starting at Friday, 7 o'clock our time, and running for 23 hours and 59 minutes. All right, Rick, thanks so much. I look forward to checking in on 40 meters. I don't know, did you check the bands recently? I know they were good earlier. The noise floor was nice and low.
Yeah, I have no idea what the bands were like today. I had to go visit a doctor today, so anyway, we'll have to get that sorted out later. And yeah, I'm just sitting around on the band right now on 40 meters. Looks like I got lots of noise, so we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, back to that. For you, Chuck, thanks for letting me in there. VA3 CJZ, we'll see you on 7100. VA3 Bravo Kilowatt.
All right, and you may be able to watch that on the live stream there, Rick. So I plan on doing that, just giving you a heads up. That's all right. And let's see, what else? Geez, I forgot now. Yeah, okay, Rick, we'll get you there. Oh, yeah, I checked in today, around lunchtime, I guess it was, at 1 o'clock. Checked in with a gentleman in, where was he? Brockville. Victor Alpha 3, Italy, Charlie. That's how he said his call. His name is Ian out of Brockville there. He was running about 400 watts, sounding good. So I checked in with him. So I don't just check in with you guys on that TP net there. I try and say hi to the guys I can hear and say hello when I have time. So, all right, Rick, thanks again. With that, let's bring in some more check-ins there. Who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net? This is VA3 CJZ.
Hey, I got something else for you. I was talking there.
VA3 every kind of junk.
Anyway, every kind of junk, stand by for that. Yeah, I was talking to Art we got somebody to go over there, and Art is back on frequency, so we should be able to hear him on Wednesday night. And let's see what else. Marty was away doing moving, but now he's got the flu or something again, something like you had, so he's not going anywhere. Anyway, I'm clear, and every kind of junk there, go ahead.
It's got a little hectic after 7.
Supper. I just had a fellow unexpectedly, he had what's called a chassis stand for sale on Marketplace, which is basically a wooden rack, and it's adjustable for different sizes of things, where you can flip an old radio chassis upside down and have it in there quite comfortable and tilt it to the right angle and make it easier to work on. And as I say, he had it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I was going to take a run up Wednesday afternoon on the bus, which would have been a bit much for an old guy like me, but it was supposed to be warmer. But anyway, make my short story long, he made a phone call to me just after supper, says I can deliver it to you tonight. So he's been at the door. That's why I was late checking in. And it's always something, but I wanted one of these chassis stands for a long time because I work on all the old boat anchors. You know, that's my pride and joy type stuff. So it's going to make life a little bit easier. Can't bench press old chassis as easily as I once did there, Chuck.
Yeah, I bet you used to be able to do one in each hand there, Bill. Well, good for you. You got something you needed and wanted, and you actually got it delivered. So, way to go. I am curious, though. It's only 7:25 p.m., and you're not on the phone call with Mom. What's going on?
Well, bless her heart, my mom is the type, I guess when you get to be 93 and you're a mom, you worry a lot more. And at the stroke of 7, if her phone isn't ringing, she starts to worry. And by 7:02, she panicked. And she'll call me. And she did call me while I was rushing around getting things ready. And we worked it out. I'm going to call her at 8 o'clock. But Chuck, there was one time, Bell Telephone had a shutdown in the a blackout in my neighborhood. There was no phone lines at all. There was no internet. There was no telephone. There was no nothing. And of course, it happened just after supper, and 7 o'clock came, and I couldn't call her. It just wasn't possible. And again, to make a short story long, but half an hour later, my brother-in-law's in my driveway because Ma called him from Brantford because she was panicking that something must have happened to me.
You see, Bill, that's why you have to synchronize your watch. Because some of these very senior people count down the seconds, and when the clock hits the buzzer and nothing happens, they get worried. I can see that. So make sure your watch is synchronized and you call exactly, or even if you call too early, you might get excited and think something's wrong too, right?
Maybe. But when there was the phone blackout, I didn't know this, Chuck, but I've never been through too many of those in my life, and I assumed that if the Bell Telephone Company had your phones blacked out in a neighborhood, that people would either get a busy signal or something that they could tell that there was something wrong with the line. But apparently, no, that's not true. My mom was calling me frantically, and it would ring, but of course nobody could pick it up. So she assumed the worst, that I had tumbled down the stairs, or the house was on fire, or a meteorite struck the building. Who knows? So I try not to be late with her, and I don't get frustrated because, hey, she's reached 93 and she's still going strong, and I think she's got a right to be a little overly worrisome.
Yes, absolutely, Bill. And so, it's very rare to get a phone blackout, because if you remember, whenever we'd have a power blackout, I mean, the street lights, everything would be out, but your landline would work. I don't know if that's the case nowadays, but yeah, they used to be fairly reliable there, Bill.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Chuck. Oh, well, my life's been mostly boring. I've never had too much in the way of emergencies or whatever. There was a couple of times, once back in the 60s and once back in the 70s and once back in the 80s, where we got snowed into a blizzard and had some temporary power failures. Funny how they always come when it's cold out. But, in fact, we're kind of overdue. I've got a theory, Chuck, that Mother Nature mostly ignores Hamilton. We never get an earthquake. We never get a hurricane. Well, we did once, 1954, Hurricane Hazel. But for the most part, we have a kind of boring and safe, climate around Hamilton. But every 20 or 30 years, Mother Nature looks and says, oh, I forgot about you guys, and whoop, we get a huge pile of snow. And I think we're a little overdue right now, Chuck.
Well, I don't mind being snowed in. I don't mind tons and tons of snow, but when you start taking my power away in the middle of winter, I get a little concerned. When we had that big power outage in 2003, thank God it happened. I think it was in July or August, and you can always camp out in your backyard or what have you, and or just leave and go officially go camping. That's what we did when we had that big power outage in 2003 there. So I feel bad for people losing power in the middle of winter, that's for sure. Anyhow, Bill, well, I'm glad everything worked out, and thanks for your check-in, sir. And let me see, do you have anything else before I do another call out?
That's why you need a Generac.
Well, no, I got nothing else there, Chuck, because, like I say, I'm kind of boring. Maybe it's the solder fumes that I keep sniffing. But I'll just listen to the net until it's time to close it up, and then I'll go back to this old Hammerland I'm working on for a friend.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, what's up?
Comment for Bill.
Go ahead, Paul.
VA3PDL. Hey, Bill, I don't know if you call this a boat anchor, if it's old enough for you, but I've got an older radio here, a summer camp FT277ZD.
Is that a German version of early 70s Yaesu in the FT101 family, only it's got a digital display?
Yes, sir, that's the girl.
Yeah, they're sweethearts. They're sweethearts, but I don't take on that many projects these days. I like the ones that are all tubes. The one you've got there is a hybrid. It'll have tube finals, but the early part is all solid state. They're well-made rigs, though, and they do just fine for something that's not all fancy digital today. But at least you can work on them, which is more than you can say for most of them. I feel sorry for the guys that they may have the money and they buy something for a number of grand, but the way they're put together, there's no thought whatsoever about someday having to service them. And I just refuse for that sort of stuff. But, I do a bit for friends, and then, of course, there's pin money and such, but, I just love them.
Yeah, I like this radio here. I use a D104 on it whenever I fire it up, and yeah, it's cool having one of the old ones around. Anyways, I didn't mean to interject, just wanted to throw that out there, and I'll let you get back to Chuck. Thanks, gentlemen. VA3PDL, back to net control.
All right, very good, gentlemen. Not a problem. I'd like to acknowledge Albert checking in with us on YouTube. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Albert checking in from cold, snowy Barrie. By the way, Albert is offering an all-expense-paid trip to Barrie, Ontario, where you can stay in his condo, and he's got a brand new snow shovel waiting for you. So just get a hold of him there, and he'll make arrangements. And of course, we've got Mark, VA3MHV, checking in. Larry, LBI, checked in also. And Kenny the Dragon, 47. And of course, I'm glad Albert's getting a chuckle out of that. And I'm sure he's got plenty of shovels over at the site, for sure. Okay, very good then. So let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday Night Accidental Net. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. Anyone, anywhere.
VA3WPG, that was funny. There's no shovel waiting for you.
VE3RWJ.
VE3RWJ. Chris, hey, good evening. Come on in. How are you?
Hello, Chuck. Everyone else. I haven't checked in on this net in quite a while. I don't really have much news other than I'm glad I'm inside where it's warm. Had to get the humidifier out. It's getting very dry. Had a bit of a nosebleed, so we're into that season. But we're all set for Christmas. Tonight is the last edition of the Sounds Good Net for a couple of weeks. We're going to take a couple weeks off this year. Usually we go right through, but we're going to follow the lead of some other nets and take a little bit off. But anyway, that's all we've got here. Back to you, Chuck, V3RWJ.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, I ended up filling up a small bucket of water by the heat vent there in our dining room because I've yet to buy a humidifier for Christmas or let's see, my wife has a birthday 2 days after I buy that for her birthday. But yeah, in a pinch, a pail of water, a pot, even a cooking pot by the heat vent will disperse some moisture into the air, and yeah, I've got very dry skin. No nosebleeds yet, but it has happened in the past. And so, Chris, are you going to be participating in the Rack Winter Contest this Friday?
Possibly. Not seriously, but I'll probably tune around and give it a few contacts, see how many other rack stations I can hear.
Yes, absolutely. Always my goal to get as many of those rack stations as possible. And I've never even looked at how many I've collected over the last few years there. So hopefully conditions will be positive. And I didn't participate in the 10-meter one only because I don't like having to be forced to pull up the actual contesting logging software. So you can tell the guy, yeah, you're number 28, you're number 402, you know what I mean? I don't like giving that number out. But normal exchanges, I'm good with that. Anyhow, well, thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us, Chris. Always a pleasure. And I always try my best on A-Reg night to give you a quick check-in there. So I think I missed the last, I've been sick, that's why. I was in bed for like 4 days, so that's why I missed that last one.
Hey, that's all right. No problem. But I always appreciate it when you do stop by. And you're very strong on direct, by the way. Speaking of signal reports and stuff, you're probably about S6 here. Yeah, I agree with you about the serial numbers in that contest. It's kind of annoying, but I heard people doing both, And I gave contacts to a few people, and they didn't object to just 5-9 Oscar November for Ontario. So they weren't demanding a number. So I'm not sure why some people were doing that and some people weren't.
Yeah, I tend to find that you can do that. Being Canadian, they don't really bother you too much with serial numbers. But if it's a European to European, they usually ask for it.
Okay, I didn't consult the rules, so not sure what the official story is there. But we did a little on Sunday. It wasn't too bad. We worked a bunch of stations. Saturday was a little rough. A lot of South America coming in.
Yeah, for some reason, South America loves, and Central America, they both love that 10 meters. So, it's an easy antenna. It's a vertical, no string and wires necessary. You just, like for me, I've got an old Antron 99, 20 feet off the ground, and I can talk around the world. So, and they can handle a bit of power. They do say 1,500 watts. I wouldn't go over, 500 or 1,000, but anyways, yeah. The South Americans and Brazil there, they love the 10 meters.
Yeah, yep. I heard a few Antron 99s on the weekend. With a tuner, how far away from 10 meters can you get with a tuner? Can you do 15 on that?
Yes, that's the thing. It's actually rated up to 30 megahertz, and so you can get away. I've heard guys saying they got away with 20 meters, but I don't think you could get very far with that. But 15, I think, or 17, and you're good to go with that as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Back in the old days, I had an Antron and a Uniden HR2510. I think like everyone else did back then. But I had no trouble doing all of 10 and all of 11. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, thanks for doing this, Net. I got to go read my notes over for my net.
Okay, Chris. Well, have a great rest of the evening, and we'll listen for you again and drop in and say hi when we do. So thanks again. We'll clear with VA3IMW, and let's see. I'd like to check on the YouTube stream and see who else. Okay, nobody new. Kenny the Dragon. I don't know if I mentioned he's with us, and. You mentioned that we had a tornado back in 2005 when I previously mentioned we lost power there, the eastern seaboard in 2003. And he says that 2005 was the tornado. And I believe my wife and I were at Barangas on the beach at the time, and we actually saw it coming in off the lake. And so everybody, of course, ran indoors to the restaurant. And the power went out, and of course there was word that a tornado had touched down there around the Centennial Parkway area, I think, and so I remember that. All right, so with that, do we have any other check-ins for tonight's accidental net? This is VA3CJZ.
VA3WPG.
Yes, sir. WPG recheck. Go ahead.
Just gonna do a quick comment out here under looking for thing. What the hell does it say? MH36. Yeah, 36. I'm gonna looking for an MH36 microphone, a Yaesu Mike Hotel -36 microphone. Older thing. If anyone's got an old junk drawer with a bunch of old crap in it, looking for an MH36 microphone, Yaesu. Just throwing that out there. VA3WPG.
microphone for Yezu, and that would be a, what is it, a 6-pin DIN, or what is that?
It's a telephone jack style.
Oh, modular plug. Okay, very good then. So if anybody has one of those in their junk drawer, there, just get a hold of Chris, and I'm sure he'd love to work something out with you. All right, Chris?
That is affirmative, yeah. If anyone's things kicking around locally, it'd probably be a little bit easier than eBay. Faster, too. Okay, VA3WPG. Tariff-free.
Yeah, gotta love that tariff-free. Okay, so let's do a last call then. It is getting on at 7:45 p.m. This is last call for the Monday Night Accidental Net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. You don't have to be a member. Anyone can join. Please come now. VE3DJZ. I almost forgot about you, Huey. I heard you blowing sweet kisses to PDL there, so come on in. How are you?
Oh, you know me. I was always thinking about PDL. He's my buddy. No, it's all good, buddy. Just want to wish Merry Christmas to everybody. And Ham Outlet, I think Ham Outlet has your radio, your FT1 on sale there. The unit alone is on sale for $11.29, and it's the optimal, the whole kit with the underwater thing is going for $1,600. So if you got it from them, it'll save you almost $600 from Radio World.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So, Huey, that's an American price, right? I'm sure that's not a Canadian price. And then, of course, when they knock on your door, they say, oh, by the way, you owe me $350 in duties and taxes.
You'd get away with it, no problem. Ham. No, but I'm just saying, you get it for $1,100. It only costs you $1,400 for the head, and about $1,800 for the back piece, center piece. That saves you almost $800 from Radio World, plus tax. So I think it's a good buy. And I heard you there, Polly Wally.
I heard you too back there. All right, Huey. Well, I will have a look. Of course, you know me, not rich, so I'm always up for a deal. I will check it out. That's Ham Radio Outlet. That's right. HRO. Thanks for that tip there, Huey.
And like I said, I'm thinking about getting one there from there because, you know what I mean? To save $800 from Radio World, you know, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody has different thoughts on that. I mean, you got to think about the, like I mentioned, the tariffs, the duties, the tax, and then, of course, if you got something wrong with your unit, you have to ship it back across into the States and then back over. So, because the way things are now with the guy with the orange skin there, I think I'd prefer shopping in Canada. But I'll check it out there, Huey.
Hey, no problem. And plus, the tariffs, you know what? I bought a drone in China for $400 about 2 weeks ago, okay? Truck. It came in, I got it in, and they didn't charge me nothing at the border. You believe it? I got nothing charged for it. Didn't send me a bill, didn't charge me no tariffs, no duty or nothing. I'm lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. You always want to pass on those deals and let others know because the way prices are and things now, it's crazy. Hey, by the way, Huey, you know, just want to let you know that I don't ignore you when you call me. It's just that I have the phone off, and I don't even see it for a day or two. Especially when I wasn't feeling well there, my phone was off for like a week.
Yeah, no problem. Another reason why I don't get charged for tariffs is because I give I can pull his address up the mountain so they can send him the bill.
Oh, if I get it, you say send the radio to my address and bill the taxes to PDL. I get it.
And instead they come up and give me money.
I thought you were going to invite everybody for turkey up your house this weekend.
I already had turkey dinner about 3 days ago. We're having another one though, but yeah.
Kevin just made a wicked turkey dinner the other day. We bought 3 turkeys. One we had last week. We're going to have one for Christmas and one for New Year's. I'm telling you, Kevin can cook, man. He's like an amazing cook.
Oh, I know. He's well known for being a kitchen connoisseur. Yeah, he showed me today. He was making pizza.
We had pizza yesterday, homemade pizza. And so we had pasta with nice garlic bread and cheese, with rigatonis with hot sauce and meat, mushroom and everything.
VA3CDV.
All right, guys, take a standby, please, if you will. Let me bring in VA3CDV. Cal. VE3CDV, VA3CJZ.
Guess he changed his mind.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's on the portable and the old battery died. So we'll try one more time. Cal, do you have a copy? The VA3CJZ. All right, well, we'll chalk it up to technical difficulties, and I will add Cal to the log, VA3, Charlie Delta Victor, and if you're there, Cal, come on back. All right, well, let me do another last call for the Monday night accidental net. Please come now.
VA3MHV.
VE3 Sierra Mike November. All right, 2 more there. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor and VE3 Sierra Mike November. Let's bring in Mark. I already have you in the log, Mark, from the YouTube check-in, but come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. Everybody on net. Just wanted to give you a quick RF there, Chuck. I got home kind of late and preparing dinner and doing the cleanup and consumed it all and listening along and listening to everybody check in. So just wanted to give you a quick RF. Hopefully the weather's going to break soon. That's good news for our activation this weekend. We're going to be down to a little more seasonal temps, which will make it much more comfortable for everybody concerned. So I'll say 7-3, turn it back to you, Chuck. Let you pick up Matt there, and everybody have a great evening. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, copy that on the more seasonable temperatures there, Mark. I've actually held back on going out for my regular walks because of I've been sick as well. So, and then the colder than normal temperatures keep me indoors. So I'm looking forward to. I think it's on Wednesday. They're saying we're going to be in the plus temps. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, Mark. Well, thanks for the RF check-in, sir. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. Let's bring in Matt now. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Just meeting the guys for coffee, and I'm on this side of the mountain, and the signal's good, so I wanted to give you a quick hello, goodbye, in and out check-in for your net tonight. and say hello. That's all.
All right, very good, Matt. Yes, you're coming into the repeater quite well. And please say hi to the gang for me. And I haven't heard Garnett or Dave in a while. I hope they're doing all right. And the rest of the crew up there. So have a good coffee time and chit-chat. So thanks for your check-in, Matt. Anything else?
No, that's all, Chuck. I think if I heard correctly, Garnett checked into the net here on NCF. So if he's here tonight, I'll definitely say hi to him, and I'll say hi to the gang for you. And that's all for the net. That's all for me. Back to you, Chuck, 7-3, and have a good one.
All right, that's it. That's all. Thank you very much, Matt. So we'll clear with VE3 Sierra Mike November. Anyone else lurking in the distance would like to check in and say hi? Any last-minute check-ins for tonight's Monday Night Net, please come now.
Well, not quite the distance, but VE3LBI.
That is for sure, Larry. VE3LBI, come on in.
Yeah, no problem. A quick check-in for you. Just cleaning up some snow. That wind that come out of the west. Piled up a good drift beside the house, so we were just cleaning that up.
I'm telling you, Larry, you must live in a different country because there's absolutely nothing here. You keep talking about having to shovel snow, and I'm going, are these guys on Mars? Like, what's going on here?
All right, the next time it snows up here, I'm going to send you some pictures. I'll tell you, the drift up beside the house, and it's because it goes right over the west. The apartment behind us, we get kind of a vortex in there, and it comes through. And I'll bet you there was, no, it's not that wide, but say 2 feet wide and about a foot deep. And it just blows right up beside the house, right beside the side door.
And that's why my wife gets a kick whenever she hears about snow on the mountain and we have nothing down here. She goes, that's why I never moved up on the mountain. They get winter up there while we don't.
Chuck, like I said, I can remember when we lived over on the other street over here, close to this one. That's back, probably close to 40 years ago. We had snow in the backyard. We had a yellow lab, and we had to shovel a spot. Like this dog would jump into it and be gone. And it was a full size female, and it would be gone. We had to actually shovel a spot so she could get to her corner to do her business. That's how deep the snow was. We don't get it like we used to, but just where we are situated right now, it drifts up right beside the house and out the front where the gate is, the little man gate. And you have when I opened the man gate, it was actually scraping across the top of the snow and piling it up.
Oh, yeah. We get a bit of a wind tunnel down here. As you know, I'm right behind Ottawa Street there, and there are 3 or 4 city parking lots. And let me tell you, the wind picks up in those parking lots, and then they make a turn down my street and blow like crazy here. So, once we start getting the heavy stuff, it'll be drifting over here as well. Anyhow, Larry, thanks so much for checking in. I hope everything's all good with the rest of the family there, and have a great rest of the evening.
Yep, okay, no problem. Yep, like I said, anyways. All right, busy day doing some work on the house here, finishing off the stairs, the new pads on the tread. So got most of that done. Tomorrow it's going to cut out a piece of carpeting for the side door.
Yes, we'll have to go over there and run on your runners there, Larry. All right, well, thanks for your check-in, my friend, and have a great rest of the evening. I'll be switching over shortly to go say hi to Rick on 7.100. And so with that, one final last call for the Monday Night Net. Please come now.
quick recheck?
Go ahead.
Yeah, V3PDL. Chuck, you and Larry just, you guys mentioned dogs there. Did you end up getting anywhere for looking for a puppy or what?
Yeah, no luck yet. And I guess I'm going to really try hard once the heavy part of winter is over, because if I get a puppy, it's kind of tough to walk a dog in this weather.
Yeah, especially a puppy, right? So, okay, I was just curious how you made out there. I'll let you get back to it, sir. Thank you. V3PDL.
All right, thanks for your interest. Okay, well, it is 8 p.m., and I want to thank everybody who checked in with me tonight on the YouTube stream as well as on the radio. I count 15 check-ins tonight. Very good, folks. Thank you very much. And have a great rest of the evening. Until next time, as a matter of fact, next time will be Wednesday for me with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, VA3IMW, the longest running simplex net in Hamilton. Hope to hear you then at 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening on 146.430. Until then, stay warm, be safe, be kind to one another. This is VA3 CJZ saying so long for now.
And that'll bring the live stream to a close as well. Thank you all for checking in, either through RF or through the chat. 7 3s. We'll be back here tomorrow night. That's how we say goodbye.